us in a game.
It's in the game.
It's the Comets and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense, bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And now the Comets ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big thing?
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Nice grab in traffic. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Tight end now in motion. Selling the fake. Left side is Eckers. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. And here comes Arch Manning. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. They showed a lot of confidence with that 59-yard attempt, but the flip side is the offense has it around the 42. Straight ahead, it's Smothers.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Snowed under by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball count?
3rd and 6 yards to go. to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Cummins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside is 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To crease, it's Shepard. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They were all over it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide, it's Shepard. Under the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. Look, you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Driving forward, it's Shepard. Got some room after the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Number 94,
He'll bring it back looking for help. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Smothers. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And now the Comets moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With a play fake. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And now the Comets will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Comets!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 99, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. Running through contact. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. They'll go to the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Quick give. It's Shepard. Here we go. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, what a cut! Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Caught on the RPO. Bring him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, going to throw it. Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Got him downfield.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And now the Comets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Wingo. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 20.
What the hell?
Touchdown, Comets. He
Alright.
got a step and just dusted the
See
field.
Wingo.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, it's Shepard. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Number 95, in punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to take it back. They're able to put a stop with that return right at the 30-yard line. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Ride him again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Heaves it deep. He's got it down the field. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Arch Madness. Keeping his eyes downfield. Turning it on. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath him so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They give it back to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And now the Comets will come to the line to convert on 4th down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells the run, looking to pass. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Rips it in. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big phone. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, breaks loose. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Hits inside. It's Shepard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion on the out. And he'll throw it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Number 9, set to kick this one off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Arch is going to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And now the Comets in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Keep it on the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And now the Comets come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Wilson on the carry. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just feeds the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Manning on play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Wilson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Cummins. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game.
Break. Lock in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds his man. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Singleton. Still on his feet. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg.
Man, the tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They send the tight end in motion. Play action on first down. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that was going to go absolutely wrong.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeps it on first down. Right down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline, looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on third and goal. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down, and a decision coming right now.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Comet sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And now the Comets are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Hauls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And now the Comets come to the line with a new set of downs. Manning to the air again. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Manning. Look out. And they got it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder
touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 4 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Hokies, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Comets head coach, his wide receiver is doing exactly what they want. Even though he's getting a lot of hype for the Heisman conversation, his performance on the field is doing all the talking. Let you know if it continues here in the second half as they try to find him early and often to keep that momentum. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the ground, Smothers. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Townsend. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now the Comets want to move quickly.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. 3rd and long right here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And now the Comets will try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, right in his face. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way, finally, against the pass. And they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
So here comes the Auburn offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Face the grab. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Shepard. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Eckers. Made a defender miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it again. Out wide right, it's Shepard. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And now the Comets want to pick up the tempo. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They go play action with Manning. Right side, it's Townsend. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Spinderella. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And now the Comets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Art's going to spin it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Comets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Ready to try the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen,
it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give. It's Simon. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And now the Comets will hustle to the line. Here's Manning to throw. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Comets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Number 99, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. stop him at the 16. Holly roll.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. See some running room. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bush is ahead. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Holds it in at the 25. Oh, he got loose. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Comets sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline, he wants to continue to play. There is so much momentum and chemistry down here. This offense continues to roll, and it is a blast to watch these guys interact down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And now the Comets come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll pull it down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Comets! And the pummeling has started. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run.
Set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, it's Shepard. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to
in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now I have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Trying to make one miss. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Collinwood sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And now the Comets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half.
It's picked off. That's number 10. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think
it's a fumble on the play. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Off play action on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Hard running there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Man, that quarterback knew knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. He's looking to pass. Throws quickly. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Kane. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rid of it on the RPO. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Both these wide receivers, huge parts of the game plan. Obviously, they have produced, and we still have another quarter to play. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The run inside. It's Simon. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And now the Comets want to crank the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off-play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now the Comets come to the line with a new set of downs.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And a critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean?
And here's the pick, and they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. A lot of urgency for this offense. 2nd down to the air. It's complete to the left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Going with the counter play here. He fought them all for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And now the Comets headed quickly to the line.
And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They go to the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face man. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Throwing Manning. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Simon. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You get late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
The give to the back. He's got the 1st down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. The handoff to Johnson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Quick tempo here for the offense. Running inside. It's Johnson.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Right side, it's Kane. He's stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the RPO got it. There we go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The option, he'll keep it. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Comets send their offense out onto the field. Looking for running room.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Right back to the well. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Nowhere to go.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd down from the gun. Manning fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They're going to run it. Enough to move the chains. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And now the Comets will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got the first down. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Got a little grass. They made the stop, but a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Fires on the move. Out wide after tackles. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his target. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's just grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw again. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Field goal patrol unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Comets send their offense out onto the field. And now the Comets hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. From the gun. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout on the offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.